Hello everyone, Sigs here, and welcome back to Raft. Picking up where we left off last time, as always, we had been working on some of these projects, finishing expanding our raft, moving the engines and the biofuel and garden setup over back there, making the raft look a lot more nicer, a lot more efficient, have a lot more space to work with. We had arrived at Varunga Point, I believe it's called, which is the next story island. However, we had a few more projects that we wanted to finish. I keep, trying to finish these projects and then coming upon a story island and stopping to do the island and, unlocking all this new stuff to craft before I even finish crafting the old stuff. So I wanted to stop here and finish the stuff that I've been meaning to finish for quite a while. So that's what I decided to do, and I decided to split it up into 2 extra recordings rather than have one really long recording. I figured it would take a while to finish up this other stuff, so I would just split it into another recording and kind of do it at my leisure. So if you're into this kind of stuff, the raft building and, all that kind of crafting and stuff, then I'm sure you're related. If not, if you more prefer the exploring and the combat and all that kind of stuff, then this is probably pretty boring for you, but that is the benefit of you being the viewer. You can choose which sections you want to see and what you want to skip, and just see the stuff that you want to see. So it is going to be another mostly crafting, building the raft section here. And what I should do, if I want to be efficient, is while I'm working on these final few projects, I should be sailing to be collecting items in the catch nets and saving them for later. I decided not to, and that I was just going to sit here and finish what I needed to finish. But I think since I am actually going to split this up into 2 sections, I will go ahead and sail away here. So let's raise the anchor and let's turn our raft. We're going to want to go again with the tide. And now I think our whole biofuel and engine setup is well enough set up to where once we're done, we can just locate the story island wherever it may be. It'll be this blue dot. And then I can just turn the engines on and sail right back here, because the next section will definitely be Varunga Point, I believe this is called. And there's a cool boss in there to fight, lots of items I can pick up, lots of stuff to explore. So if you're into that kind of stuff, then stay tuned for the next section. But this one is going to be more kind of raft building projects. So the main things that we needed to work on in this section were the animal pens and the sprinkler setup, and I also wanted to get the cooking station going, which is going to be very important for exploring Varunga Point, because we're going to be away from the raft for extended periods of time. Oh my god. So you can see why the animal setup is important, because I can't even pick up these damn eggs. And then, yeah, the cooking station is going to be very important for being away from the raft for extended periods of time, because we get food that allows us to fill our hunger and thirst bar beyond the maximum. So that is very useful. There goes the shark. Dummy can't even bite us at all now since we have a fully armored raft, all filled in. Very good feeling. So we did kind of clear out our inventory in the last section, so let's start getting disorganized again. I'm going to empty these out so that as we go they fill up, and think about what we want to do here. So I think the first thing is going to be the animal pen and the sprinkler. So I have it set up here. A sprinkler can water like a 9x9, or sorry, a 3x3, so 9 squares total. So I have 2 sets here of 3x3s. So we're going to set up 2 sprinklers hooked up to an automatic water system. It just has to be powered by batteries. So thankfully we have our battery charging station back here, which with this whole biofuel tank setup can now charge the batteries very efficiently and reliably. So we'll keep that going as we craft the rest of the stuff here. Alright, so let's take a look at what we need. We need, I guess first of all, to grab this glass out, store that so we can make more honey later, and then we'll just keep cooking metal. Actually, I'm going to cook the titanium because I'm going to need quite a bit of titanium to make this stuff here. I'm getting pretty low on food, too, so I might have to even stop and fish for a bit. And I may need to stop off at an island for some scrap, but hopefully we can avoid the islands because they do end up taking a lot of our time. Let's fill up our water here. I'm actually not even going to fill these advanced purifiers. Whatever you call them. Whatever these things are called. No, it is called an advanced purifier, and this is called an electric purifier. Because we are going to make the electric purifier, and that's going to eliminate the need for these at all, so... let's look. First of all, we want 2 sprinklers, so we need 2 circuit boards. Circuit board takes plastic, copper, and vine glue, which we have. So there's 2 circuit boards. Now, that, along with the plastic that we have in here, should, whoops, get one more scrap, make us 2 sprinklers. There we go. Awesome. So, that's one thing done, finally, off the list. Now, this first one's gonna go... Huh. Why does it need to snap like that? Oh, yeah, it wants to go right here. And it wants to be facing that way. It seems... Is it because the llamas are in the way? Why can I not place it here? Oh, yeah, okay. Phew. So that goes there, and that should water the 2 squares next to it, as well as the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in front of it. So then if another one goes right here, which again, weird glitchy goats in the way. There we go. One should be able to go there as well. Now I'll need to run water pipes into them, so I may need to move some of these fences. The fences are all going to get moved around anyway, though. So why don't I do that first? I have 6 llamas. Now the llamas are going to go, each one, and this time I'm going to be careful about actually facing the fences the way that I want to so that they don't annoy me. I need the axe to remove old ones. This llama needs to move. Thank you. We're going to get 1 llama in each little 1x1. That way it makes it a lot easier to just harvest that 1 llama when it's ready. Not have to worry about the other llamas getting in the way, as they are wont to do. So that'll be another one here. Oh my god. This is difficult to do with the llamas being in the way, but oh my gosh, they're driving me crazy. Thankfully, once I'm done with this setup, they will drive me much less crazy. Please get out of the way, sir. Oh my god. There we go. Okay, and then last one needs to be here, actually. And I'm not sure if I can fit a llama in here with the sprinkler. Can he just get stuck in there? Does that work? Does that count? I don't know. I feel like it's not going to work. What about one of the little llamas? Because they're different sizes. So let's see. This is a little llama. Ah, perfect. So he can go in there. And then, like, come on. Like that. And we have all 6 llamas, each in their own little cell with their own grass plot, which is wonderful. Grab these eggs. Oh my god. This is such a nightmare in here, just trying to pick anything up off the ground. So, oh lord, but I need these eggs for my biofuel. There we go. Speaking of which, I'm just going to quickly do a changeover back here. So, I'm actually going to take those 2 batteries with me because they are going to go in the sprinklers. They are powered by batteries, which I can keep recharging pretty much infinitely with biofuel, as long as I keep making biofuel. So that's why back here we have our eggs and our honey. We load in two honey and about 7 eggs for each one to make a biofuel. Let it do its thing. Store the rest. Cool. check our titanium. That's all smelted. That's cool. Our food is cooked. We'll pick that up when we need it. Let's empty out our nets because we've been sailing for a while. We don't want them to fill up. If they get to 10 items, then they'll stop catching additional items. That one was at 10, so a couple of them are at 10. So those would not have been catching anything else. We do get a little bit of scrap from these barrels occasionally, but we do kind of need to stop off at a small island to get some more scrap because a bunch of the things we're going to build here need scrap. Now that's kind of cool that little butthole of a intake comes out of the fence. So I very well may be able to just run a pipe straight into it without having to get creative with the positioning. At least that's what we hope is going to happen. Same with this other one. Now what I can do, first of all, just because it bothers me that it looks like that, I want all of the fences, Jesus, you son of a gun, I want all of the fences to be facing the same way. So I gotta destroy that one carefully as well. No, little llama. Do not ye dare. Oh god, you son of a... Can you move, dude? Oh my god. This whole project is a freaking nightmare. Can you move? Please and thank you. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I'm losing my mind doing all this stuff. Alright, we do want to keep our eye on the horizon. If we see a little island somewhere, we'll go for it for the scrap that we're going to need. Yeah, this guy was so nicely in this one too. There he goes. Could get some good items from there, but I don't think I'm going to make the swim over. Now, I do want to throw a battery in there. Once I get the water pipe in there, I won't have to fill this manually, but I just want to put enough in there to see if it works. So with the battery, hey, that scared the crap out of me, but there it goes, and it should have watered all of this, which it looks like it did. So then this one's going to be the same deal here. Put a battery in, then we fill it. And then as much as we said that we trusted ourselves to finish the project before we needed to refill these, we may have to refill these soon. But for now we're okay. Let's get more titanium going. Let's get more planks in there to keep that all smelting. God, we're gonna need more storage, which means we need more scrap. So we definitely want to find an island soon. Okay, but that takes care of the llama pens. And the 2 sprinklers. Now I need to do the other pens here. So we have 3 goats. Now, 3 goats are each going to get their own pen in a row here. And then the chickens... There are 3 goats, right? There's not like a 4th one hidden in there somewhere. I think that's fine. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. Each goat gets its own pen. And then the chickens, I actually think it would be better... Okay, this chest is empty, but it needs to get moved. I think the chickens are going to get their own just like large pen. Because it'll be a little bit easier to just pick up the eggs without them like kind of being right on top of it, if that makes sense. So we'll see how that goes. Looking like this antenna is going to prevent me from building there, so we'll have to replace that. We definitely need our receiver to work so we can navigate. Okay, beautiful. And then, good. It's still far enough away to where it works. So that's good. Not a great spot for a piano here, but all this is going to get moved eventually. Have our groovy radio, which we don't need on right now. Alright, and now what we can do, finally, is just dump all these chickens into this one big pen. I think so. There's 9 squares of grass in there, and I only have 6 chickens, so I could potentially get like 3 more chickens. Oh, shoot, I do have 4 goats. Well, there's going to be a special extra goat pen here, then. Can you move? Thank you. There we go. So, 1 goat goes there. Let's keep moving chickens. So there's 8 squares of grass here, and there's 6 chickens. So I will... Please move. Oh, my lord. I will be able to get 2 more chickens. And just throw them right in here and be good to go. So I'm going to move this chest out of here, because I don't want to have to hop in here every time to use it. A little weird having to come, like, up and around every time, but I think that's alright. I think just 1 chest there is probably fine. This is where we want our shears for our llamas. Store the wool in there to make trash cubes. I've just been keeping a bee jar in there for the hell of it, because I don't know where else to put it. These birds' nests, which I really like for getting the drumsticks, which is one of my best, like, renewable sources of food I need a spot for. So I don't want them so close to each other that when I go... That one might be too close, because when I come up, by the time I see it, I might scare it away. I don't want them so close to each other that when I go to get one of them, that I scare the rest of them away, but I think that's distant enough. What is in there? Literally just feathers. So if I pick this up, I can move this a little bit farther away, so I'm less likely to scare it off as I come up the stairs. And that gives me another chest, which I don't know that I really need it right here. I'm going to save it because I need other chests for other things. And I am going to do like a cooking station down there that's probably going to want its own set of chests. So let's empty this out. And again, a little chest over there I could grab. That has like a bunch of good metal items and other things in it, but I'm not going to go out of my way for it. This whole row, pretty pointless, but if I do ever sail like very diagonally, or you know, if I sail that way, then I'll catch all the items. Now, I see an island there, and I do desperately need scrap, and we're pretty happy with our biofuel setup, so what I can do, even though I'm going to lose all these items that already spawned in, is I can turn my engines on, and then I can just crank the raft this way, and just cruise over to this island, and just quickly harvest it for scrap. So I won't even cut down the trees like I usually would, because I just have so many extra planks at the moment. I will, however, probably check for any fruit and fruit seeds that are up there. I need a whole entire new plank chest. Plastic goes away. Palm leaves, need to turn some of it into rope. I need to do it quickly before I run into this island. Store all that, store all this, that goes in there. I don't need that many feathers, that's more than enough. Store that stuff in there. The potatoes actually want to go to the back, but that goes in there. I have too many stone. How are we looking? Okay, that's drop anchor. Turn off engines like so. Whoops. Feathers at this point, just getting dumped in just for some free trash cubes. Like so. Take the trash cubes. Eventually we will trade those. We need to catch more fish too for trading coins. These feathers as well. Just dump. There we go. Okay, now I need to eat. I may need a new hook too. Why don't I make that before I go? Need to drink. I never refilled those, so I should probably do that. Let me see what I need for a hook. Yeah, I need a lot of scrap. Scrap planks, new hook, scrap away, planks away, fuel. Gonna go back here into this tank. Take that biofuel out so that more gets produced. Oops, where is it? Up top. Store the rest. Let's get 2 more batteries going. Fresh batteries go down there. Take that with me just because I'm going to get at least a little bit of water going here. That's a pretty decent sized island too. Hopefully there's a good reef with a lot of scrap. That's really all we want. If we could just grab, I know it's going to be boring, but just swim around and grab a bunch of scrap. Then we'll really have every single thing we need to finish these projects. I'm going to want to build more walls here too. I've liked it being open because I can like jump through to get through a little more quickly, but these are going to get removed, so it's not going to be too hard to just come around. So I know I want another wall for more chests. So once I come back, you know what, I'll just do it right now before I forget. Make another wall. Which way does it want to face? That way, I think? Yeah. Okay, so we can use the scrap to make more chests. We can get 2 more chests there. You know what, I could just put this one here for now. If I condense them too, I could actually fit a lot more. So I will probably move all these to be a lot nicer looking as we go. But why don't I throw some planks into here as well? Kind of save some space. Put these ingots away. We have a lot. Cook some metal. No reason to not have all of this in ingot form over ore form as far as I know. So that's all good. And now, of course, the sun is setting right when we were ready to go. Which is unfortunate. Because it's really hard to see when it's dark. So I'm just going to wait I'm going to go now. And then when it gets dark, I'm just going to quickly come back and sleep. And then... Okay, we're far enough away from the shark to where he's not going to bother us. I may need to fight him, though, to get to that other part of the reef. Looks like a nice-sized reef here. So hopefully a lot of scrap. If there's metal, I'll grab it. A little bit of sand and clay and seaweed wouldn't hurt either, but I'm really just stopping off for scrap real quick, because this is the only way I can get it. I'm gonna get a little bit from like crates and barrels and stuff, but not enough to suit my needs. Oh, I'm drowning. If I gather enough seaweed, I can make more flippers too, and then be able to use those to just really speed it up when I need to quickly stop off for scrap. Some metal right here. I'm gonna need the scrap to make water pipes for the sprinkler setup, in addition to making more chests, and I need it for like tools and stuff like all the time too, so let's do... Again, I don't need the planks. I mean, I'm sure I will eventually, but at this point I don't even have chests to store them in, so it's just gonna just gonna almost fall to our death. But just gonna grab any like fruits that are right here as the sun sets, far enough for me to sleep. There's probably a crate up here too. Maybe if I go up, and then yep, it's pineapple over here. Grab that. Bunch of good metal materials, more planks and rope that we don't need, but grab this on the way back, and I'm just gonna go sleep. Grab the scrap along the way. Grab the seaweed along the way. There we go. Okay, so when I sleep, it's gonna make my hunger and thirst go down, which is kind of annoying. It is what it is, so let's just do this all quickly so we can get back on the seas and keep collecting items. So we're gonna sleep. Alright, gonna drink. Going to eat. Now, it's still gonna be a little hard to see until the sun comes up a little more, but we can at least get started. I do want to explore all of this too, but the shark's gonna be in the way. Alright, he's already coming over. I was gonna say, let's do the rest first, and then we can deal with it when we come back. Okay, if I shoot him right as his mouth opens, then he stops his attack animation and he doesn't hit me. Whoa, he is freaking out. He was doing that before too. That is weird. Okay, that arrow missed. Don't want to lose it. No, lost that arrow. Where'd he go? Jeez, what is he doing? My god, he's bugging out. I'm drowning. Too amazed by what the shark is doing to pay attention to my oxygen. So we're gonna need quite a few hits here. I don't think I had any damage on him to begin with, so I'm just gonna keep shooting him. I can usually get 3 hits per charge if I do it right. Do 1 right when he opens his mouth, and then you just quickly do like the little short shots. I didn't get the second shot off there, but whoops. And we don't want to do that because we lose our arrows usually, but hey, there we go. Alright, that was pretty easy. Now I need to loot him quickly. I get 3.5 minutes until he respawns, so I'm going to gather all the scrap from this closest portion of the reef that I wouldn't otherwise be able to access with the shark being here attacking me. Okay, looks like there's not even any scrap here anyway. There's gotta be some. And then there's that whole reef on the backside too, so... Let's see. Okay. Got some down here. Get that. Get that. Definitely grab seaweed. You feel so much faster with those flippers, so again, I want to stockpile enough to where I can just always use flippers and not have to worry about their durability. But that takes a lot of seaweed, so gather as much of that as we can. And then it's basically just scrap and go. I feel like there's usually more scrap. I guess it just depends on the layout of the reefs and how they decide to spawn in, but... More seaweed, it's good. More scrap over here. We're still kind of in that close part of the reef, and I know there was another big reef in the back, so maybe there's more back there. Grab the seaweed. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep working our way back. I think this part was where we started exploring before the sun went down, right? Okay, and it looks pretty bare back here. But there might be one other little section of reef. Huh, it's not a ton of scrap here, but I still think it was worth the little stop off. Here's some more. Another section of reef all the way back here. 1 and 2. Yeah, not looking like much. Alright, well, not the best reef for scrap. Yeah, we're all the way back around. There's probably some that I missed. You probably even saw it on screen and saw me swim right by it, but that's going to be good enough for now, so let's just get back out on the open water here. Away our anchor. Get this seagull, please. Nope, we missed because we're terrible. We can turn our engines on to really turn, and then we just want to line ourselves back up with the wind and drift. And then, like I said, once we're done with our projects, we will just find the story island, point straight at it, and just leave the engines on until we get there. Okay, so that looks straight. Engines are off. We're just using the sail and the tide to push us. And now, I cook these steaks. And then look at what else we want to make here. So let's store the stuff that we got to store real quick. All of our fruits and stuff we're leaving back here. Oh, pineapple seeds need a home, so do watermelon seeds when I get some. And this can all be harvested for more stuff to make biofuel whenever it's needed. As it stands, I have enough honey and eggs to make quite a bit. And I believe after I finish the next story island, that Varunga point that we started at, I'll be able to get an advanced refiner, which can hold a lot more. And when it's done, it goes straight into the tank of the advanced refiner, which I can then pipe into these big tanks. And so I don't need to like come and collect it every time. So that's going to be real nice, at which point I'll start to burn through the eggs and the honey a lot quicker. And then that's when I'll want to really start harvesting all this stuff. In the meantime, it's just here ready to go in case I ever need more. Not that it's a bad idea to start stockpiling it now, but I got other things to work on for right now, so. Okay, so the next thing to do, I mean, I need to get this this whole water system set up. So what we're gonna make is we need a water tank. Wow, that takes a lot of stuff. So we need the ingots, which we have. We need the rope, which we certainly have. And then we need planks and quite a bit of plastic for this big water tank. I think we only need one of them, at least for now. And then we need the electric purifier. So we need 5 scrap. It's part of the reason we wanted to stop off and get scrap. We need a circuit board, which I think we have everything for, besides the plastic apparently. In this chest, we can make a circuit board. So then, if we go back into our plastic chest, we can make an electric purifier. And then I think that, combined with some water pipes, is all we need. So, here's pipes. Again, those take scrap too. That's why I knew I needed a lot of scrap. I'll make 10 to start and hope that that's enough. Now, I need to figure out exactly how all that works. So let me quickly empty out these nets so I don't have to worry about them overflowing while I'm figuring all this out. Empty these. Alright, now I'm thinking I want it like here because I want it to pipe up to there. And then I'm going to make like a cooking station too, and I guess I can put that like here and then have the water be here so I can kind of access it all like this. I think that makes sense. So I think that this is in and out. So if I were to put this like there, do I need an intake too? Oh, you know what it is. So let me see if this works. If I were to destroy this tile, hopefully the shark can't bite through that. I don't think he can. Now if I put a pipe, does that not work? Oh, jeez. Okay, if I put a pipe there. Now if I destroy this one, do I lose the pipe? God, am I gonna have to look up how this works? Does it need a battery to operate? What is that up there? Is that where the... What is all this? Let me just look it up. Okay. Real quick. We do Raft water tank, I think this is called. Water tank. So, how does the inlet work? Can be connected to sprinklers. Yeah, I know that. Stores 33 units of water and be connected to one or more sprinklers. Yeah, I know that. Oh, I think it needs to go to the purifier first. Okay, so yeah, see how the purifier has like a sucky-uppy part? That's the very technical term, I know. So let's fill that in. If we were to destroy this tile here, I think I'm not very likely to ever stand on that tile. And then, I believe, does it need a battery to operate? It does. Where does the battery go in? It goes in on that back side, which is going to be real annoying to have to go over. But this should, yeah, now that goes in like that. Okay, I'm not super worried about ever falling into that tile. It may happen, but hopefully it doesn't. So that should be okay if I take a battery over there, because that battery is going to have to get changed out like fairly frequently. Looks like our batteries are actually getting all the way charged now. Also looks like I need to eat something. Store that hook there. God, we move so slow when we need to eat. That's not cooked yet, because there wasn't enough planks in there. So let me load all that up. Huh, why isn't this going? Oh, because it's already cooked, duh. It just seems like this one always falls off cycle from the rest of them for some reason. Okay, hopefully, yeah, that finishes quickly. And cook that last one. Now I have something to eat. Do I have a couple wings I can throw on there too so I don't waste the wood? Yep. So, I mean, these batteries aren't empty. They're only half, but I might as well put fresh batteries on so that I can charge up this one back here. That one's not quite done. Done enough. And then we'll take, yeah, I'll take this one over. So let's see. Okay, I can do it from here too. It's going to be a little annoying to have to kind of walk around every time, but I think for now that's fine. Eventually these smelters are going to get replaced with something too. Alright, so this thing sucks up water and purifies it, and then it pumps the fresh water into here, which I believe I can... I mean, I could certainly fill my canteen from here, which is nice, but if I have to walk around every time, that's going to be really annoying, so I'm hoping I can... Oops. Hoping... Yeah, I can fill it from this tank, so that's good. That's going to be my new filling station, and then the excess, as needed, will get pumped. What the hell? I should be able to stack these vertically. Oh yeah, there we go. So this will go into... Hey, there we go. See that? Goes into the sprinkler. That should fill the sprinkler. Oh gosh, look at all these eggs. Look how easy they are to pick up. Still a little annoying having the chickens wander around, but I feel like it's better than if they each had their own square and were like a lot more likely to be directly on top of the egg. Okay, so that's cool. Get our eggs, which go in there, and then let's just put 2 fresh batteries in the sprinklers so we don't have to worry about it for a while. Load that up, load that up, whoa. Load that up. Now it's going to need water, but yeah, see it's full now. It's going to go off in just a second. So this is already pumping fresh water into that first sprinkler. Now I just have to get somehow pipes over to the second sprinkler. So let me once again empty these out. Ton of planks and plastic. Cool. Now this is going to do its thing. It seems like it's draining that battery pretty quickly. But eventually this will be all filled and it should not use as much. I'm going to need a few more pipes for sure. So, let's see. If there's a way, I think what I can do is continue to stack, yeah, vertically. And then can I just come out over the top of this one somehow? Is it gonna let me do it? Maybe not with the stupid llamas being in the way, but... Because this one's gonna want to go in there. And then it can come out vertically and then connect to that one would be the idea. This goat, I think, should be... Yeah, he's fine to stay in there like that. And the question is just how do I make this go out? Does it have to go up one more, maybe? Probably not, but that might just make it easier anyway. Oh, oh, come on, I need you to go this way. How do I do that? And then... That's gotta be fine, right? Just... I know there's a way to do it. Not sure what I'm missing. If you know what it is, I'm sure that's painful. So look, I just fill this here now. Oof, that's awesome. These will eventually be removed. A couple more pipes. So I know I can make it come back down to the ground, but then those don't connect. Oh, here's an idea. Oh yeah, there it goes. So then what if I go up one more, and then I just remove the pieces out from underneath it? Oh yeah, that works. So That's fine. I kind of like it being a little taller anyway. And now is it just going to let me build out because it's already going horizontal? No. You're going to force me to stack them. Yeah, that llama's got to move. Oh, that worked. That was strange. Do I just need to look at, like, the right spot? It's kind of weird how it works sometimes. It wants you to be looking a certain way. Like I need to be above it to get it to place up there. Oh, there we go. No, that's not what I wanted. Whoops. What did I just remove? Oh. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Let's build this back up. 1, 2. One more. There it goes. Oh, somehow I removed that one over there. This is all very fascinating, I'm sure. Why isn't it working? I think I need a couple more pipes. Anyways. I am glad I split this into 2 sections, though, let me tell you. With all this finagling going on here. Alright, so 1, 2... Why won't you just let me connect these two? You're really gonna, like, make me pick this up and build the... whatever. If that's what it takes. Now I just need to go up one more, so if I remove this bottom one, it should let me put it on top. Then I can remove this, and this all connects. And then we put the sprinkler back. It needs to be lined up the correct way, which is like this, and then this llama needs to get out of the way. Okay, now we put the little llama back in his cell, or whatever you call it, pen. There you go. And we put the battery in, and I just heard that other sprinkler go, so that means it's working. Yeah, I mean, that works. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but definitely works. So just as needed, I'll need to swap out these batteries. Which again, we have our battery charger back here. It's not the most compact layout, but eventually a lot of this stuff is going to end up getting filled in with other stuff. So let's take our... Oops, what are we doing here? Let's put that one battery there. Looks like we're still pretty good on biofuel. That battery charger does not take a lot in the scheme of things. Put our fresh battery on there. Again, we just hope we don't fall into that tile. It'd be kind of nice if I could do... Oh, I can. Oh, I can do it on all 3 sides. Put a little fence around it just to prevent accidents. Although, of course, then if I were to fall in there, I wouldn't be able to get out. Can I put a roof on it or something? What about a floor tile? Is there such thing as a ceiling tile? Yeah, it won't let me build on top of the wall. What is, like, can I get a roof up there at all? That would be perfect, but I don't think it'll let me build there. Okay. For now, we'll just try not to fall into it. I can't put a, I can't put a foundation. Alright, for now, we'll just try not to fall into it. But this will prevent me from accidentally walking in, at least, so that's something. Yeah, and like this is all full, that's all gonna fill up, and then just pump it out of the sprinklers as needed. I just have to check the batteries every now and then. There is a little island over there, and I do need more scrap, but I don't think I'm gonna stop off right now. I want to work on the next project, which is going to be the cooking station. So, one thing I'm going to want to do, if I'm going to start cooking stuff, I need to start stockpiling milk from the goats. I've had them forever, I just haven't been bothering to do anything, because I need buckets, and you don't get the bucket back. So, it's kind of inefficient, but I can milk them all once. How do I do that? Like this? 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the grass will regrow. They will eat it. And then they will produce more milk. So we can start stockpiling some milk here for now. I'm going to give our llamas a shear as well, and it should be so much nicer just having one llama in each pen. Excuse me, sir. Actually, you know what? The taller one is going to go slightly more outside, and then the little one can go under this thing so that it's just a little easier for me to get through. You know, screw their quality of life. It's not because I don't want the big one hitting its head on there. It's because it would be more annoying to jump over if he was in the way. But it's a lot easier to just trim the llamas one at a time like that instead of... okay, just making sure that little one didn't escape. Instead of when they, like, stick into each other. Okay, got a good stockpile going there. Just keep a few eggs in here for now, because it's just easier to stash them here, and then I can ferry them all over back here as needed. Oh wow, what on earth is that? That is a huge island. That would be fun to explore, but we're not going to do it now, because there are many other things we need to do that are more pressing than that. Keep storing stuff in here. And then let's see what we can do about clearing out the rest of our inventory. Ton of planks at this point. Out of space for palm leaves once again, after we burned through almost our entire supply on ropes. We could store ropes though. God, now this chest is full. That one's still empty. I think I just have a rope chest for now. There we go. Those can go in there. I don't even know what to do with this one water pipe. I think I'm just going to put it... I think I had... yeah, with extra fuel pipes. Just so I'm not totally wasting it. Another little island here, and this one's pretty close. I think it's worth just a quick scrap trip. Again, I say quick. But often I say that and it's not. But hopefully this time it is. Slip in here. It's a nice little slip-in point. It's not the most efficient layout, I suppose, but it's getting the job done. God, I don't know what to do with all these extra palm leaves. I have too many. I don't need this much rope for anything ever, I don't think. So it's like, what am I even doing with all this? But we'll stash it in there. Hey, I hear the sprinklers going. That's awesome. Glad to know they're working. Alright, so let's cut over to this island real quick. Just grab some scrap. Turn the engines on. Awesome. Don't need to refill them at all as long as those tanks are full, which they hold a lot, so they definitely are. Gets us a little bit closer, and then we can cut them off. Yeah, the way that these work is they check at a set interval if there's any tiles that are not watered, and if there's any single tile within their 3x3 range that is not watered, then they turn on and they do a quick sprinkle. So that's how they work. That's probably close enough. At some point we'll get an advanced anchor too, so we can actually drop the anchor from right here with this switch. Doesn't work at the moment though. I think I will want to spin this. It's been kind of annoying trying to hit the on and off from there, so I think I'll rotate that now that I have a little more room. We get a free bird on the way down. Still kind of a weird layout, having to go up and down for various things, but it is what it is at the moment. So before I go, I want to use this daylight wisely, but let me just fill up my thirst and hunger here. One more thing to cook would be a piece of meat. And then eat this. Alright, we're just going to do a little quick... what do you call it? Scrap trip. Okie doke. Pardon the pause there, but let's go. So, okay, the shark is far enough away to where he hopefully won't come over and bother me. Okay, yep, as long as he stays on the far side of the raft. And then, oh God, get distracted with metal that's right in our face. But again, we're just looking for scrap real quick. We need... oh, jeez, there's no scrap. Bomber. We need a lot of scrap. I want to make a whole bunch of chests. because at this point I'm just stockpiling so many extra resources, and beyond that, I just have such a diverse amount of resources. I feel like things want their own chest just to be better organized, even if the chests aren't full. You know, just to have like a chest in each area with items that pertain to that area. Because I know I'm going to want a couple chests probably just for like the new cooking station I'm going to make with items pertaining to that. And that takes scrap, so... There is also the... It's hard to mine these ones with the water, because if you're above water you can't actually mine them. So when they're up on a hill like that where you bob in and out of the water, it's not the easiest thing to mine. There is also this large storage. Now the large storage holds twice as much as a regular storage, which is great, but it's essentially 3 times as tall. So seeing as you can stack the storages like I have them, in the same amount of space you can actually hold more items. Get this crate with some stuff in it. You can actually hold more items in just the regular storage, 50% more in fact, than the large storages. So it's more efficient to just use the small storages and stack them. The only upside is this just takes titanium, plastic planks, and hinge, which are all expensive and valuable resources, but it is a resource that I have more of at the moment. All of those are, compared to scrap, which is really the limiting factor for me doing anything right now, is being able to gather enough scrap. And scrap is one of those things, if you go back to like some of the earliest recordings from this playthrough, even probably as early as like the first and second recordings, you'll see me skip over so much scrap, and you'll hear me say like, I'm gonna need a lot of it in the long run, but I don't want to waste time on it right now. And now here we are. This is the long run, and if I had been gathering scrap the whole time, I wouldn't have to do this right now. But I also wouldn't be this far because I would have spent so much time harvesting scrap. I'd still be, you know, I'd just be getting to Tangaroa now or whatever. So I got a decent amount here, not a lot, but it was just worth a quick peek. It's enough to make 2 chests, I think, so worth a quick stop. And at some of these story islands that we stop at too, we are going to find a lot of scrap that we can just pick up by hand, so hopefully that adds up as well. Shark may be coming in for a bite, but I just want to go for this crate real quick. I can't. I was hoping I could throw the hook while swimming with my head above water, but you can't. But yeah, there's scrap in that crate, so that's why I wanted to just dip over for that. But let's get back on the raft and get sailing again. Keep stock. Whoa, Jesus Christ, that gave me a freaking heart attack. Okay. Wasn't expecting that, but I mean, I was expecting a shark bite, but not like that, not right in the center of the screen. Anyway, there's still that big island there, which I'm sure has a ton of scrap, but I'm not going to go out of my way. Just kind of stopping off on these little ones if they're close enough. Because those big islands, the reefs are pretty spread out, so it does take a lot of time to swim around and actually find what you're looking for. But you know what, at this point, let's start heading towards the story island. So it's pretty far away, but I think that gives us enough time to finish our projects. We're sailing more or less with the tide going this way too, so we'll get there pretty quickly and we'll just adjust when we get a little closer to it. Okay, so the next couple things I need are definitely a few storages. Why don't I just do that real quick? One of them is going to go up here, and then again I can condense these, make them a lot tighter, like they could be touching each other, and then I can maybe even fit an extra one on the end. But I'm gonna need, I guess, at least 2 for my like cooking station, so I'm gonna grab 2 hinges. Should be cooking metal and stuff as well as we're doing this. Whoops. I need those 2 hinges, thank you very much. I need some more planks and scrap. 1 and 2 extra storages, which we're going to need in a minute, because what we're going to make now is the cooking pot and the juicer. So this one takes a circuit board, which I usually have everything I need in here for a circuit board. I'll need to cook some more vine goose soon too. And then, where are we here? Plastic bolt, oh, and vine goo. So yeah, I should cook some vine goo here, but there's the juicer made. Oh, yeah, we actually don't have enough vine goo now. So, need to wait for the metal to finish real quick, but... We don't have any planks on us. I'm like, why can't I put planks in there? It's because I don't have any. To finish cooking that meat. So I'm going to need to eat somewhat soon. Keep loading this up with planks. Hopefully those finish quickly so that I can get the vine goo going. And then these batteries aren't dead yet, so it's kind of... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. If you charge them from half or if you charge them from empty, it's still going to take the same amount of biofuel because it doesn't keep charging after it's full or anything. So do that. We'll get 1, 2, 3 new batteries, and we're going to need one for the juicer as well. So let's do that because we're waiting for that stuff to cook. Looks like it's done now. Let's get the vine goo going because we need quite a bit of it here. I want to replenish my stockpile of it as well. Yeah, these things are a little inefficient because sometimes, like again, it's every certain amount of time that it checks. And it might be like right after one piece of grass got eaten. So then it'll like immediately water that one piece of grass. But then like right after that instant, all like 8 other pieces of grass could get eaten. And then it won't water those until it checks again next time. So the cycles can kind of fall out of sync with that. But for the most part over time, and if you just leave the animals alone for a few cycles, it should all kind of fall into sync. So just keep dumping our feathers in here. See if we can get some extra trash cubes out of it. Make sure we're on course. Yeah, more or less. And keep cooking our vine goo. That should be enough to make what we need to make, but I want to just keep smelting more. We have planks to keep filling them up. Okay, so there's our cooking pots. Now, I think what we're going to do is we're going to bump this out a little bit, give us some more room here. So that can be the juicer. And this can be the cooking pot. Okay, so that post is in the way. And I think there's actually like a trick I can do, which I've been wanting to try. So you can make... Does it have to be a metal lantern? Let me just see real quick. So placing the lantern at the points shared with the pillar. It just says lantern. Then you can remove the pillar. I guess you can do it with triangular floors too, but let me try this. Again, it takes more scrap, shocker. But I don't want to mess this up and lose all this stuff up there, so let me put it somewhere where I'm not going to lose anything if it fails. I guess here. So it looks like you can... You place it like that, and then if you remove the post... Oh, okay, yep, see, that did not work. So, I must have done that wrong. Let's fill back in our floors. Why is this not working? Hello? Floor? Oh, it's because there's no freaking post to attach it to now. And I need nails for that. And I don't have any scrap on me. I can't reach my scrap chest. I'm a disaster. Okay, alright, well I don't want to fail that too many more times. If it's gonna take nails every time. What is that? Oh, that is a weird looking island. Why does it look so rocky? fill my floors back in before I forget. Get this seal. And then I actually have a use for these binoculars now. So let's see. Oh, it's just the trees hadn't loaded in. So that's just one of those, like Balboa Island style islands. There's a trading post, which could be good to grab some items, but I think I'm okay on everything I need from there. Could also potentially be a lot of scrap in the reefs there. But I'm just gonna keep going for now. I want to get back to Varunga Point before I get too distracted. So let me double check, see how I do that. Lantern, see if there's a picture of it. Lantern can be used to do a floating roof expo. After placing the lantern at points shared with the pillar, i.e. the corners of a floor, other supporting pillars can be removed. Let's see. I've known about this for a while, but I've not ever tried it. The corners of a floor. Alright, so I'll try like one more time. I don't think I lost that lantern when it broke, so... where are we here? Planks. I have to empty those catch nets again soon too. I can just feel the pressure of them overloading with items and me not being there to gather them. Another little island there. God, and I do need scrap. So, oh, I am thirsty. Need to drink. Gonna need to eat real soon too. Inventory getting dangerously close to being filled. Yep. Just getting rid of palm leaves, dude. Screw them. I have too many. I need plastic and planks more. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, let me try this little thing one more time. Store the plastic, store the planks, keep the vine goo going. That's enough for now. Don't need that many feathers. Okay, so how did I do this wrong? Oh, see how it's... Oh, because I made a metal one this time? See how it's hanging? No. If I put it... Let me see. If I put it here, and then destroy this... Oh, hey, that worked. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that one there because it looks nice, and then eventually if I can figure out how to do that reliably, I'll just get rid of all these posts because them being in the way is kind of annoying, but if I can get rid of this one here, then I could place my cooking pot was the plan, so... let's see about making one more. And where was that island? Ugh, it's right there. I should just go grab the scrap. Let me drop anchor real quick. Let me get this, see if this will work. So, do it on the back side again. If it lets me place it right there. Now, if this one messes up, I'm gonna friggin' lose all my animal pen stuff, so hopefully this works. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Alright, so now I can get my cooking station right here without that post being in the way, and it's illuminated, so that's pretty cool. And then, whoops. Guess I want my two storages as well. Why don't I do, it's gonna be kind of random, but if I had a wall, just like here, I can then put a chest and another chest, yeah. And then another one eventually if I need it. That seems pretty good. Because this is all going to get moved anyway. Okay, so this battery goes with the juicer. It needs a battery. The cooking pot does not, though. Now, there's a lot of stuff I should probably do as far as harvesting and everything goes, but I'm just going to quickly swim over and try to grab this scrap. So let me top up my thirst. Let me hope that the shark doesn't bother me. I have enough durability on this hook, I think. Okay, here we go. Hope that the shark doesn't bother me. I probably should have made flippers. Okay, yep, definitely should have made flippers. Because he's going to chase me the whole way there. What I can do is shoot him when he goes to bite, just to stop him. And then once I get up on land there, he should go back to the raft, and then I should be fine until I come to swim back. I'm going to lose the arrows in the process, but that's alright. Oh, I almost could have picked my arrows back up there when he got close. That would have been awfully convenient, but... Alright, so he should leave now. He should go back to the raft now that I'm on land, allowing me to safely explore this reef. Again, doesn't look like the best reef for scrap, but I guess you never really know until you get down there, so... I have a ton of planks, so I don't need to cut any of this. I will grab watermelons, and if there's pineapples, just again for more biofuel for later. Not that I don't think the eggs are going to be enough, but grab the crate. Oh my god, it's just like almost all planks, but did get a scrap out of it, which is good. Alright, so let's pop down. I think the sun was getting close to setting, or was it just rising? I don't know. I have not been paying attention. But I do want all this scrap possible here. So hopefully I'm not missing any. Yeah, it doesn't look great. It's one of those things where, like, when you're not looking for it, it seems like it's everywhere, and then when you are looking for it, it seems like there's not enough. It's probably the same exact distribution either way, but it just seems more precious when you need it. I keep gathering seaweed as well, because I am pretty low on vine goo. That's why I've been cooking so much of it, so I want to keep cooking some of that. There we go. Drowning, not good. There's some scrap down there. Let's get our oxygen back up, and let's go back down. Grab that scrap. Okay. Might be something in that little area over there. If I didn't check that already, that might be right where I came from, but man, this is dismal. I forget if scrap is a trade that I can do at the trading post. I think it is, I just never think to do it. A big reason we needed so much scrap was to make those pipes. That took a lot. But in general, we always needed to make nails if we ever want to do any building on the raft, and I think eventually I will be expanding that second floor. So, you know, I need more for that, and I'm definitely going to make more chests by the end of the game. I'm going to have probably more than twice as many chests as I have right now. I'm going to have like a whole wall of chests, because items are going to start to get really, really stockpiled as we go on. So I need scrap for that. And then, again, it's just like all the tools and stuff take scrap too, so I'm always making more tools, so I do really need a lot of scrap, and there's not a ton of sources of it. There's free metal here, so I'll grab it. As long as I keep sailing and collecting the catch nets, you know, I do get scrap from those barrels and crates, but I get it at such a ratio that I'm getting, like, I don't know what, 5 chests worth of plastic and planks for every half chest of scrap or whatever. Just like, I don't get a lot. It will compile over time if I keep looting, but it would be nice to just get enough to not need any more, if that makes sense. Alright, I think that's about it though. Again, I'm sure I missed some. But let's do the slow... Oh, there's one. And then let's do the slow flipperless swim back to the raft. What do we get? 17? I mean, that's alright. It's 17 more than we had, so... Here we go. Shark might be coming our way, but we can eat a hit just fine, so nothing to worry about. And up we go. See a seagull up there that I'd like to get. I love our new little lanterns. Then we don't have to have posts in our face. Alright, let's weigh the anchor. Let's make sure... Okay, we need to spin a little bit. Get that seagull. Awesome. Feathers we just get rid of. Just dump them in there. Yeah, so we need to spin this way a bit. Fortunately, gonna miss out on those items there, but hopefully new items spawn in. And we're sailing with the tide, so we are going into these items. Spin just a little more quickly. Hopefully that forces a new item spawn. And now we're heading almost directly at the story island, which is where we want to eventually end up. Just gonna keep stockpiling eggs, because I feel like it's been a while since I picked them up. Jesus. To that end as well, we probably want to just go refill our biofuel back here, because I think that was the second one. Oh no, that was the first one, so that's fine though. Load these up. That'll make 2 more biofuel for later. Stash all this stuff. That battery could be charged a little more. Save that one for later. Not sure about the sprinklers and the water intake. I might as well just put fresh batteries in all of them while I'm thinking about it. Stash all that stuff. Looks like we don't actually have room for watermelon seeds. So we might need a new chest back here as well. Do one for seeds and one for fruit. Did I have an extra chest somewhere? No. These batteries are actually okay, but I'm just gonna put brand new ones in, and then I don't have to worry about them for at least the rest of this section. Same with down here. Yeah, they're actually barely at half, so those would have been fine for quite a while, which is good to know. Okay, these are like fully charged more or less now, so charge up 2 new ones. Gonna need to eat food and drink here. These are gonna get removed, but why don't I just fill up since I'm right here. And then, oh no, we don't have a grill. That's right. So we still need the grill. The cooking pot is not the same as a grill. I will eventually get like an advanced grill that's better than this is, but in the meantime, I do need to still keep placing planks and cooking food on this, like so. So, do I have anything cooked? I think I have some stuff cooked, yeah. So we'll eat that. Let's get, yep, more vine goo cooking. That's all good there. Eat one more. Start stashing the rest of this stuff. Let's see what it would take to make one more chest for the back there. Just scrap and hinge. Scrap. Back we go. Kind of a weird layout for the chests back here, but that's fine. So we'll do seeds in one and actual fruit in the other. It's going to be all seeds in here. That's fine. Good enough. Alright, now I do have these recipes too, which I can pin up on the boards here. I forget which ones are the best. Let me actually just check real quick. I know there's a list. I'm not sure if I can find it again, but I know there's like a list that shows you what the best recipes are, and if I have one of those, I'll just pin it on the board so that I remember. This is not what I'm looking for. Sustenance? Is this the list I'm looking for? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So... no, these are not cooked items. So that doesn't actually help me at all. Okay, what about recipes? That doesn't help me either. What is the best? What is the best food and drink? Shark dinner? Barbecue dinner is great, it says. There's shark dinner. I don't think I have the recipe for barbecue dinner, so I'll look all this up later. But I just was wondering if I had any of, oh, there's some I can get from the trading post. Some recipes. What are the chances we're anywhere near a trading post? Oh, you know what? There's one right there. Let's go to it. Engine on. Rotating towards trading post. Is that right? Yep, heading right towards it. Alright, what's going on? God damn it, I keep doing that. I don't put it back perfectly straight. I just think it's like a car where it's going to straighten out on its own and it doesn't. Alright, so actually I have to go a little more, whoops, a little more this way. And if I'm not mistaken, we were getting a little low on trash cubes, so let's load these up. See if we can make a few more before we get there. I'll have to look all this stuff up some other time, but... Oh my god, dude, this thing is not straight again. Jesus fucking Christ. Pardon my language. Let's rotate. How can you go straight, please? Close enough. Okay, I know head broth is really good. Let's see. I knew there was a list. There we go. Dishes is what I'm looking for on the wiki. So head broth is the best. Takes 2 poison puffer head though. Without that, the best one's going to be barbecue. So that is a raw meat, a raw mackerel, a raw drumstick, and a cave mushroom. Shark dinner also very good. Sushi also not bad. But that's why I wanted to stockpile the cave mushroom. So yeah, barbecue is the one that I really want. Don't remember if I had the recipe for it again. You don't need the recipe to cook it. It just reminds you what you need to cook it. So I'm just going to put it up on the board just to be able to see it. Let's say we're coming up to the trading post. Maybe that's where barbecue comes from. So I want barbecue, and then for thirst, the best one is, again, head broth. Oh, bonus hunger? Is there no bonus thirst? Oh, here we go. Bonus thirst. Mango nana, which is mango, banana, and buckets of milk. So I want to plant those banana seeds that I have. I guess, to get more bananas. So, grab these eggs real quick. And I believe also silver smoothie is good. Where the hell are we? Okay, we're over here. Just radically changing direction to get to where we need to go. Paying little heed to the items that I'm sure are piling up in these catch nets. Let me empty them out, because I think they're overflowing. Okay. Whoa, what the hell? That was weird. Okay, we're coming up here. We're just going to go right to the trading post and see if we can grab any of these recipes. The other one would be, yeah, so silver smoothie or mango nana. Silver smoothie is good, and there's mango nana. So those are the 2 best recipes. Let's drop anchor here, cut off our engine. Let us look at throwing these onto the juicer board real quick. It's kind of hard to see, but... So that tells me what I need to make them. It's just a reminder. Oh boy. Let's get some more vine goo cooking. Let's drop all of our stuff back into here. God, I'm running out of room again. Jesus. Okay. I guess we're making another one of those. Another palm leaf chest. We're going to have 3 of them. At some point I'm just going to have to do something with them. Let me grab my trade coins and my cubes and hope that I have enough. I may need to actually stop here and do some fishing, but let's just go see. Probably should have looked at where the actual trading post was before I just parked the boat, but... Okay, shark's gonna bite me, of course. Might bite me again right here. Oop. Okay, good. Again, pretty much just gonna ignore everything. If there's a chicken, it might be worth grabbing, but... I haven't been harvesting my llamas either, so... I haven't been turning the wool. Whoa, that's a bear. I could have a lot more trash cubes. If I had been staying on top of that, but hopefully I have enough here for what I need. Just gonna use the arrows because they do more damage and I can get them back. Okay, now let's look at the recipes that he has here. There's more bees as well, but I don't need them, so... okay. There's a whole bunch of them. So, let me just look up what they do. If there's a special category... Doesn't look like it. So I guess the barbecue recipe I just never really bothered to pick up. Okay, this gives you extra life. Let me see. Raft, do you need trading post recipes to make them? Let's see. You can find blah blah blah. Recipe uses the required items. I should have looked all this stuff up before. What does all this take? It's just 1 coin and 1 cube, so I'm just buying them all. And then we'll figure out what the best thing to make is once we get to the other island. While we're here, give me some cave mushrooms. Don't need titanium. Oh, darn. This is the last blueprint that I didn't have. I was like, maybe I should just grab it while I'm here, but... We already learned this one. Alright, just give me some more mushrooms then. So this is just cosmetic. Oh, there's scrap. God, what a bad trade. 1 for 5, but hey, we're just gonna grab some scrap. Alright, so let's go back to the raft. And head back to the story island, because we're getting ready to wrap up here. Again, nothing on this island that I desperately need. I will just look right here on the way back. Nope, if there was like a reef right here that I could grab scrap in, I would have, because why not? It's right here, but I'm not going to go out of my way hunting for any extra right now. So, let's hop back up. Let us go raise our anchor. And, okay, we gotta do almost a 180. Let's turn our engines on. Whoops, not backwards, forwards. Let's make sure we get lined up. How's about there? Perfect. So, sailing away. We'll just let the tide push us. I do need more buckets of milk. So let me show you how this works here. So let me get the recipe ready. Okay, so our best thing is going to be barbecue. So that is going to take a raw fish that I don't have currently, a raw drumstick that I don't have currently, a meat, which I do have, and a mushroom, which I have. So you're just going to place your items on the table. So we're going to do 1 meat, 1 cave mushroom. And then there's a drumstick. Let's not miss. Okay, good. That'll get us a drumstick. And then I kind of just like need more food anyway, so might as well do a little bit of quick fishing here. I can put my cubes and coins away. And then I do want to make sure that these keep producing coins, or cubes, sorry. Because I don't really have many. I'm gonna need more if I ever want to trade again, which I'm sure I will, so let's go see if we can get a couple fish. So I think this is a mackerel that we need. It's also like some catfish stew and whoops, and some other stuff. So if I get other kinds of fish, that's fine. Also, it's just a good source of food in general, but so sometimes it's fast, sometimes it takes forever, but there we go, we get a catfish. And we just fish very slowly and casually. Okay, that's a tilapia. It's a good source of food, but it's not the fish we're looking for. We are looking for a mackerel. That is a mackerel, so that's fine for now. Let's come back over here, and what we're going to do is we're going to put 1 drumstick and 1 mackerel, and then what do I need? I think I need planks actually to run that. So grab some planks. Might as well cook some more stuff here. I should probably cook more vine goo, but I just didn't want to go to 2 stacks. Even though we're going to add an extra stack of metal anyway. But since that's at 19, I just didn't want it to go to like 21 or whatever. But okay, yeah, so we do that, and then we add planks, and then we start cooking. And it's going to take a minute. Not like an actual 60 seconds, just it's going to take some time. I don't know how much time. You can look at the timestamp from when we started and look at the timestamp when it ends if you really want to know, but it's going to do its thing. Slowly. It's going to end as soon as I go to store stuff, isn't it? Take all this out. So this top chest, we're going to put raw cooking materials. And then bottom chest is going to get cooked food. This healing salve needs to go somewhere too. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would, actually. This one's good, the spicy pine berry that lets you swim faster. That one's really good. That one gives you more life. This one lets you breathe underwater longer. So that's pretty cool. Can I pick them back up? Probably should have checked, because I don't want to remove the whole thing. At least not while it's cooking. So let's let this finish. Wow, that really does take a long time. That thing gives you a cheat death. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, duh. We need a clay bowl. I forgot about that too. So, gonna need to start stockpiling clay now. Yet another thing that we had been avoiding because we didn't need any. Okay, at least we get a lot. I know we need glasses for the juicer stuff. So we get our clay bowl, and there we go. We got some barbecue, which is a very good food. Now let me see, can I pick just this up? Okay, thank God I can, so that's good. So if I need to pick it back up and check what it does. That's good. I'm just going to store them there for now. Catfish Deluxe. And that one I don't really have room for, so it's just going to go in the chest. That's fine. Okay, again, raw materials going in there. Cooked food going in here. Dishes will go down on the bottom. I can store my bowls and my glasses in here too. So what did I say the best drink was? I think I said it was mango nana, right? So that's going to be... Now, let me bookmark this. Hopefully I put that on the right spot. Okay, so what did we need? Oh, that's not even the right thing. That's the right thing. Mango nana. 1 mango, 2 banana, and a bucket of milk. Okay, we're back at the story island. So we need 1 mango, 2 banana, and a bucket of milk. Get the drumsticks. Now the drumsticks are even more valuable because beyond just being raw food, I need them to make that really good food recipe, which you'll see in the next section when I go to use it. How much hunger it gives and how much extra hunger it restores. Like gives you like extra, like the bar gets longer. That makes sense. And then here we're gonna do a bucket of milk. Two bananas, 1 and 2. Jesus, can't place it. 1 banana, 2 banana, and a mango, and go. So again, that's probably going to take a little while, but we'll let that do its thing. We'll get one of those ready. Put more raw food in here for now. I messed that up, huh? That goes that way. I don't know where to put that healing salve. I really don't know where to put it. I guess I'll just put it in there. Okay, and we're coming right up to a good spot here to land. Let's see if I can get the seagull. Nice. And then feathers just get dumped in there to get something out of them. Let's go ahead and drop our anchor now. That's good. And I wanted to just get a few more buckets of milk while that's a possibility. So I need rope. Kind of a weird crafting recipe. Rope, scrap, and planks. I don't know how that makes a bucket exactly, but the planks I get. I guess the rope and the scrap to make the bands to hold it together. I guess it does make sense. I just never thought about it. Juicer's still going. Let's just grab our milk from our goats. Whoops. Wrong button. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can start stockpiling milk for whenever we want to make the really good drink. You can also use it for some of the food recipes as well. So store all that. Now I need to store my trash cubes as well. Basically just going to do some housekeeping here and get the raft all organized. Honey and eggs. Grab the biofuel. Load up with honey. Weird that it doesn't count the eggs. You have to put them in manually, but there we go. And then we can store that. And we can take some biofuel. Make sure that these are all filled. There we go. Let's keep these batteries charging. I think I'm just going to replace the 3 batteries up here again. They're probably not even at half, but I might as well just throw new ones in. Yeah, they're at about half. So, whoops. Oh my gosh, I hate when I pick up that one because he doesn't necessarily want to land back in that square. Shear the llamas real quick. Keep stockpiling the wool. We're going to need it to make armor, actually, before we go into this next place. So I'm going to hang on to it. Okay. Shears go in there. This battery is going to replace that one. And I guess these 2 half-charged ones can just go here for now. It's going to need more stuff anyway to keep making cubes. So I'll recharge 2 of these. 1 and 2, and then that one will get charged later. We have 3 full ones. And then the juicer should be done. So if we come over here with a glass, we get the mango nana juice. So again, you'll see next time just how much these restore and how much they extend the bar beyond the maximum. So it makes it take that much longer before you actually have to come back and restock your food and hunger, which is awesome. Meantime, we'll drink this. I want to do just a little more organizing here. So this thing, this research table, I very rarely need at this point, but there are going to be a few more blueprints that I learn that I will want to research. So I'm actually just going to kind of tuck it up here for now. I think that's fine. It's kind of a cluster there, but that'll be all right. I got this little man here who needs a home. I guess he can live up with the animals. Just, there you go. Can hide under here. Or something. Yeah, that's fine. And then, this chest is now empty, so I'm going to put it just here for now. Hopefully I can fill those all up with food. I might even be able to get a 4th one up there. But yeah, hopefully I can fill those with food. Would be a great feeling just to have that much food. I'm going to empty out these chests. This is just like items. Ugh. Inventory full. So let's start with this little storage. Let's put it... I don't really know where to put this one, actually. It's just like extra items, essentially. I think what I'm going to do is pick these up. And I'll just throw it down here. So I can put pretty useless stuff in here. Like that. And then I can pick up the rest of this, so I don't lose it, so I can get the rest of that. Then we can pick up this one, and put it there. Oops. And then we're going to load this back up. It's just extra items. Stuff like that. This one can take that bottle. Oh, the advanced purifier stack. That's awfully convenient. That's cosmetic. That can go in there. All of this stuff. Also just kind of like weird random cosmetic stuff. Bow stays. Hook stays. Sweep net goes away. Chicken. I should probably get cooked, to be honest. So we're getting a little low on hunger. That's the raw food chest. See, now I want to save this to make the really good food, so I'm probably going to have to learn how to fish a lot more. Let's grab this metal. Let's get some more metal cooking. Okay. Let's top up our hunger. So next time we'll probably do a little cooking. Get some good food and drink before... I gotta remember to go over here to fill my water too. Get some more food and drink to bring in with us. We're also gonna need to get our inventory prepared. I think for now, just real quick while I'm thinking about it, I need planks and rope, and then I can make a new spear. And I'm gonna need a new axe. I don't really need one here, but I will need one eventually. So why don't I make one now? Probably leave it behind, hopefully, when I go in to explore, so it's not taking up space, but hopefully I remember to do that. But we have one for when we need it. May need a second bow as well and some extra arrows, but we'll worry about that with the rest of the preparation before we go in next time. No more seagulls. That light is nice that it comes through the floor like that. So it'll be a bit excessive to remove every single post with a lantern, but I probably will just because I don't like the posts being in the way. It's just going to be really, really bright if I do that. Good little stockpile of milk going. Got our eggs, got our wool to make armor for when we go. And I think that's about all that I want to do for now. So finally, it took like 4 recording sections, but we got it all done. So we got our raft built out all the way. We got it totally armored around the edges, so we never have to worry about shark attacks. I'm going to empty out the catch nets here real quick too and just store everything so that when I go to leave, they can catch more items and they don't fill up. Yeah, so nice, beautiful, fully armored raft. Shark cannot attack. We have the perfect amount of catch nets to get every single item that spawns on the horizon, assuming that we're positioned more or less correctly. If it was a couple wider, then I could be positioned incorrectly and it would still work. Wow, we have so many items. I don't even have room for this plastic anymore. So let's keep the metal cooking so I can maybe burn through some more planks. I actually need to burn through them. I don't even know where to put this plastic. I guess it goes in there for now. And I guess we eat this potato. Anyway, housekeeping stuff aside, we finished the armoring. We moved the engines to the back because of that. We got our whole biofuel set up in the back here. We'll get a better biofuel refiner setup that'll kind of go back here somewhere too, besides using these like really slow ones that I'm using now. But we're starting to stockpile biofuel. Once we can produce it quicker with the advanced ones, then we have this good crop setup and good honey setup. And I just remembered one thing I wanted to do before I forget. So let me do that real quick. I wanted to make one of these advanced large crop plots. So I need rope, I need planks, and the rest is in here. And then I do that, and then I put the rest away. And then what I want this for, I probably actually want more than one, but if I put it here, the scarecrows should protect it. And I want to grow bananas so that I can make more of these mango nana shakes as needed. So that'll take a while to grow, but at least we'll have one banana tree going. So there's our crop section, all that for biofuel, and just if we need it for any recipes. Perfectly efficient honey setup where I get 3 honey from each of these 10 because they're all in range of 12 flowers. Good space efficient crop plots here for the rest of the fruits and vegetables. Good chest setup here for all of our biofuel related needs. And then we got the sprinkler setup going. Got the advanced water purifier. It just sucks water right out of there, purifies it, and then stores it in this huge tank. So I can just fill up from this tank whenever I need to. I don't have to keep refilling the advanced purifiers like I used to. And then it's connected to these sprinklers that just auto-water the grass as needed. So these animals are just going to keep producing at all times, and then it's just up to me to remember to go harvest them when necessary. So that's pretty awesome. Let's give them all one more shear while we're here. Actually, these clippers are going to break before I get to all 6, I think, but yeah. So, gonna need some new shears soon, but I need this wool to make armor before I go into Varunga Point, so let's make sure we stock up on that for next time. Yep, sprinkler's doing the work for me. We got the battery recharger in the back as well, so that's just going to constantly recharge our batteries as long as we keep biofuel loaded up in these tanks, which seems pretty easy to do at this point. So all we're going to do is throw the old battery on. It'll pull just enough biofuel to charge it and leave the rest in these big tanks. And then we get our charged batteries, which we use to power our sprinklers, our advanced water purifier, our recycler, and our new juicer. As well, we have our cooking station, which does take planks, but we can now make all kinds of cool cooking recipes that are going to restore even more health and hunger beyond the maximum. Let's hold on to this food now for next time so we have something to eat. I actually like to cook more of it, but I don't think I have a lot of raw food. I have that catfish. I'll probably need to do a little fishing, honestly, at the start of the next section, which will be boring, but it is what it is. Just load these up with planks before we go here. And then, yeah, I'm going to call that good. So a little recap of everything we did in these last 4 sections. Raft probably looks way different now than it did a few sections ago. So that's pretty cool. And we'll pick it up next time with a story island again, in which we're going to unlock some new blueprints, some new stuff to make, which is pretty fun and exciting. And there's also some like interesting boss battles in this area, so some interesting combat that we're gonna see. Like a, you know, like an actual boss fight, which we haven't really done up until this point. So that will be fun and unique. Just moving this chest here, because I did want to rotate this a little bit. It's just annoying the way that it was. Yeah, and I can turn the power on from there instead of having, I had to like look around to reach it the way it was facing before. That's a little better. Yeah, have our steering set up, our engine thing, we turn our engines on and off right from there. Once we get the advanced anchor, we can raise it and lower it right from here too. Our little captain's chair with our binoculars, and yeah, all these systems are setting up pretty well for the late game. So that's all for now. Gonna leave it here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me ramble. If you have been, I apologize. And yeah, hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.